Unlimiting together, unlimiting. The act or process of casting aside inaccurate and restrictive perceptions of one's potential and embracing the reality that with the right mindset, motivation, and methods, there are no limitations. For so much of my life, I allowed myself to be defined by my perceived restrictions. I had gotten what I thought was a terrible break when I was a kid, and I was convinced that this had set the course for a compromised future. But with the help of some key people, I came to discover that my perceived restrictions were not really restrictions at all. They were merely obstacles I needed to overcome or limitations I need to unlearn. And when I did, what I could learn to be or do each day became limitless. Becoming limitless is not just about accelerated learning, speed reading, and having an incredible memory. Yes, you will not learn how to do all of that and more. But being limitless is not about being perfect. It's about progressing beyond what you currently believe is possible. Just as you've learned limits from your family, culture, and life experiences, you can unlearn them. These constraints are only temporary obstacles that you can learn to overcome. What I have come to find over my years of working with people is that most everyone limits and shrink their dreams to fit their current reality. We convince ourselves that the circumstances we are in, the beliefs we accepted, and the pain we are on is who we are and who will always be. But there is another choice. You can learn to unlimit and expand your mindset, your motivation, your methods. Your mindset, motivation, and methods to create a limitless life. When you do what others don't, when you do what others won't, you can live how others can't. When you do what others won't, you can live how others can't. By reading this book, you have taken an important step. Remember, one step in a better direction can completely change your destination. The key when you are taking your steps is to have a map, a model of success. Armed with this, there is no trial or dragon you can't overcome. So here it is, the limitless model. Mindset, possibility is the what. The motivation is the why. It's the purpose. It's the inspiration. And GAS is the methods, the process, ideation, implementation. It's the limitless. The methods, the how. The limitless model. You can learn to be, do, have, and share with no constraints. Learn to be, do, have, and share with no constraints. I wrote this book to prove this to you. If you're not learning or living at your full potential, if there is a gap between your current reality and your desired reality, here's the reason. There's a limit that must be released and replaced in one of the three areas. A limit in your mindset. You entertain a low belief in yourself, your capabilities, what you deserve, or what is possible. Limiting your motivation. You lack the drive, purpose, or energy to take action. A limit in your method. You were taught and are acting on a process that is not effective to create the results you desire. This applies to an individual, family, or an organization. We all have our own unique story of struggle and strengths. Whatever your situation happens to be, here's the best part. You're not alone. I'm going to help you become limitless in your own way. Within the 3-part framework you're about to learn: limitless mindset, Limitless motivation, limitless methods. Let me break it down. Mindset, it's the what. Mindset is the what. Deeply held beliefs, the attitudes, the assumptions we create about who we are, how the world works, what we are capable of and deserve, and what is possible. Motivation is the why. It's the motivation. Why? It's the purpose. The purpose one has for taking action, the energy required for someone to have in a particular way. The energy required for someone to behave in a particular way. The method is the how. A specific process for accomplishing something, especially an ordinary, logical, or simple or systematic way of instruction. One other note about the diagram on the previous page, you'll see that where the mindset crosses with motivation, I have the word inspiration. You're inspired, but you don't know which methods to employ or where to channel your energy. Where the motivation and method intersect, you have implementation. In this case, where the mindset crosses with motivation, where the mindset crosses motivation, there's an inspiration. And which methods to employ, where to channel your energy. As you're inspired, but you don't know which methods to employ or where to channel your energy. In this case, where motivation and method intersect, you have implementation. When motivation and methods intersect, implementation. Where motivation and methods intersect, that is implementation. So, in this case, your results are going to be limited to what you feel you deserve, what you feel you're capable of. In this case, your methods, your results are going to be limited. What you feel you deserve, what you feel you are capable of, and what you believe is possible because you lack the proper mindset. Where mindset and method intersect, you have ideation. Where mindset and method, where mindset and method intersect is ideation, and mindset and method is the ideation. Your ambitions stay in your mind because you lack the energy to do anything about them. Your ambitions stay in your mind because you lack the energy to do anything about them. Where all three intersect, you have the limitless state. You then have the fourth I, which is integration. Implementation, ideation, integration. Inspiration, implementation, ideation, integration. Throughout this book, you'll find exercises, studies, mental tools, and the results of exciting work being done both on the frontier of cognitive science and performance, as well as ancient wisdom. For example, how ancient civilizations remember generations of knowledge before external storage devices like the printing press will approach the 3 M's in turn. In part 2, Limitless Mindset, you'll learn what is possible when you eradicate limiting beliefs. In part 3, Limitless Motivation, you'll discover why your purpose is your power and keys to unleash your drive and energy. In part 4, Limitless Methods, you'll discover how to learn at your best with the proven process, tools, and techniques that will propel you forward toward the life you desire and deserve. And at the end of the book, I give you a 10-day plan to jumpstart your progress toward a limitless week and a limitless life. When you finish this book, you'll have the ability to be limitless in any area important to you, whether it's academic, health, career, relationship, personal growth. Since I never truly got to study at X-Men School, I created it for you in our online quick learning academy, where people of all ages from 195 nations trained with us daily to unleash their mental superpowers. Consider Limitless your textbook. It would be an honor to be your Professor X, and I'm so excited that you decided to take this journey with me. Class is now in session. And here's the best part, your timing could not be any better. Oh. Now we accept the fact that learning is a lifelong process of keeping abreast of change, and the most pressing task is to teach people how to learn. We now accept the fact that learning is a lifelong process of keeping abreast of change. The fact that learning is a lifelong process. Learning is a lifelong process of keeping abreast of change, and the most pressing task is to teach people how to learn. Why this matters now. Okay.